Day 8 of our 8-day challenge. Last day. Thank you so much for accepting the challenge. Today we'll start at the top of our mats in a standing position. Feet hips width. Hands by your hips. Palms face out. A few grounding breaths. As you add some depth to your breath, set your intention. And a full breath in together. Open mouth, exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Seal your lips. Ujjayi breath. Audible through the nose. Getting those full exhales. Breathe. And begin to sway your arms side to side. Little bend to your knees. Let your arms go heavy. Little spinal twist. A couple more deep breaths. Ujjayi. Last one. And come to center, hands to heart. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Slow, full body engage, full exhale. Inhale, reach up, keep that engagement length. Exhale, cactus out this time, open up. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, swan dive all the way, soften your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center, slow, fully out. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus out. Inhale, reach high, bind your left wrist. Exhale, lean to the right, fully out, reach. Inhale, back to center, switch it. Exhale to the left, fully out, reach. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, swan dive all the way, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank and hold. Breathe. Little shift side to side. Little back, forth. Settle. Shoulders over wrists. Breath in. Breath out. Belly tight. Uddiyana. One more breath in. Exhale, drop your knees to table. Inhale, cow, open up. Exhale, cat, round back. Inhale, cow, open, drop your belly. Exhale, cat, round, tuck your chin, your tail. Inhale, open up, extension. Exhale, round out, flexion. Take a couple more on your own, adding any free movement, hips, wrists, spine, neck, feet, whatever feels right. Checking in with your body today. Scanning for tension, for soreness. New day. One more. Inhale, open up, tuck your toes. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Walk it out, breathe. Shift your weight side to side. Wag your tail a bit. Breathe, ujjayi, still. Through the nose. You could give your head a little shake. You could rise to your toes or shift your heels side to side. You could flow through a vinyasa or plank or a push-up or a side plank, whatever you need. Couple more breaths. Make sure you're even on both sides. And settle in to your down dog. Feet hips width distance. Maybe a bit wider today. Same thing with your hands. Just a ½ inch wider. Grounding in. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hips higher. Exhale, belly to spine. Squeeze. Inhale, gaze between your feet. Exhale, drop your shoulders down your back. Inhale, spread your fingers just a bit. Exhale, claw down, active. Breath in. Breath out. 2 more like that. Last breath. Feet to touch back of your mat. Right leg high. Inhale. 3-legged dog. Exhale. Stay there. Inhale. Heel higher. Exhale. Crunch. Knee to nose. Tight. Squeeze. Inhale. Back to 3-legged. Exhale. Scorpion out. Open up. Stack your hips. Option to roll out your hip or your ankle. 1 more. Inhale. Option to rise to the ball of your left foot. Exhale. Ground both feet. Down dog. Inhale. Left leg high. 3-legged. Stay. Exhale. Inhale. Heel higher. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, back to 3-legged. Exhale, scorpion, open, breathe. Option to roll, hip, ankle, whatever you took first side, breathe. 1 more. Inhale, option to rise to the ball. Exhale, ground both feet. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your way up, feet hips width. Inhale, halfway, grab your elbows. Exhale, ragdoll, let it go. Any free movement here, soften your neck completely. Let the head hang. You could sway or bob. Padahastasana, Padagustasana. Here for several breaths, keeping our head below our heart. Get that blood flow to the discs as we decompress into our brain. Breathe. Last 2 breaths. And release your mind. Inhale, halfway, interlace hands behind your back. Exhale, forward fold with the bind, breathe. Same thing, soft neck, let the head drop. Soft knees, little bounce. Or a sway side to side. Couple more breaths. And release your bind. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, gaze to navel, squeeze. Inhale, rise to stand, arms up. Exhale, cactus, open. Inhale, reach up, left wrist. Exhale, lean right. Inhale, back to center, switch, long. Exhale, lean left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, sit down, chair pose. Just one breath in. Exhale, forward fold, hips high. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, step back to plank, lower halfway through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, slow, keep that pace. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Let it go. Feet to touch at the back of your mat. Inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, back to three-legged. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, rise to the ball. Exhale, step through. Low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, flow through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged. Exhale, crunch, slow, tight. Inhale, back to three. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, rise to the ball. Exhale, step through. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, flow through vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breathe. Always an option to skip the vinyasa. Take one more breath in down dog. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop, feet hips width. Inhale, chair pose. Breathe. Ground down, push down through your feet. Corkscrew down. Breathe. Squeeze your thighs, hips a little lower. Embrace that edge. Breath in. Breath out. Mula bandha, pelvic floor, squeeze. Breathe. Uddiyana, belly tight. Breath in. Breath out. Jalandhara, tuck your chin. One more breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale to stand. Bind your left wrist. Exhale, lean to the right and hold. Breathe. Soften your knees. Same thing, push down through your feet. Ground. Lift your gaze up. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale, reach. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair, twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward, chair twist. Breathe. Keep the hips square, pull that right hip back. Both arms reach apart. Get that length, crown. Work the gaze back, twist. One more breath. Shift your weight onto your left foot. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee high. Stay for the exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, straighten that right leg. Inhale, back to a bend. Exhale, out long. One more, inhale. Exhale, airplane pose, run it back. Breathe, find that balance. Keep that focus, gaze straight down. Arms reach back as your crown, length forward. Find that balance. Breath in, breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, step back to low lunge. Next, inhale, left leg high, three-legged. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, back to three-legged. Exhale, scorpion out. Inhale, rise to the ball. Exhale, step through to low lunge. Ground that back foot to 90. Warrior 2. And you're ready. Get that length you need to go for the edge in that front lunge. Knee over ankle, shoulders over hips, both arms reach apart. Find that gaze straight ahead. Warrior focus, tuck your chin. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Still, bandhas, squeeze. Hit that external rotation in your left thigh. Little deeper in that front lunge. Breath in. Breath out. Last 3. Fully exhaling. Each time, every drop. Last 2. One more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bind your left wrist. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, side angle. Rebend that left knee, forearm to thigh. Top arm, reach forward. Breathe it out. Knee over ankle. Front knee over ankle. Adjust for length. You can heel toe that back foot forward or back. Find that Goldilocks. Lift your gaze up. Breathe. Avoid dumping all that weight. Forearm. Still active. Core. Tight squeeze. Uddiyana. Option for the bind. If it's there today. Breath first. Ujjayi. Bandhas second. Maha. All 3 squeeze. Pelvic floor, core, chin, locked. Gaze up. Drishti, focus. Last 2 breaths. One more like that. And release your bind. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold, Prasarita. Here for a breath. Ground your left hand or fist. Next, inhale, right arm high, twist. Exhale, back down. One more, watch the switch. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, pivot to the front of your mat, low lunge. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, flow through vinyasa. Leaning in, down dog. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop, feet hips width. Inhale, chair pose. Stay. Breathe. Ground down. Bandhas, maha, squeeze. Hips a little lower. Breath in. Stay for the exhale, tight squeeze. Inhale to stand, bind your right wrist. Exhale, lean to the left this time. Breathe, hold. Ground down. Little give to your knees, gaze up. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale, reach. Inhale to center. Exhale, chair, twist to the right. Breathe. Pull that left hip back. Square up. Find length, crown. Arms reach apart. Gaze back. Breath in. Breath out. Ujjayi, one more. Shift your weight, right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee high. Stay, exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, straighten that left leg long. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, extend. Last inhale, bend. Exhale, airplane pose. Whoa. Breathe. If you fall, get right back. Couple more breaths. Find that gaze. Last inhale. Exhale, big step back to low lunge. Three-legged dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, back to three-legged. Exhale, scorpion out. Inhale, rise to the ball. Exhale, step through. Warrior 2, round that left foot 90. When you're ready, adjust for length. Knee over ankle, shoulders over hips, arms reach apart, back arm as well, active. Find that balance, shoulders right over hips, breathe. External rotation, right thigh, gaze locked, breath in, breath out. 3 more. Last 2, deep. One more breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bind your right wrist. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, side angle. Rebend that right knee, forearm to thigh. Top arm reach forward, breathe. Keep that external rotation, right thigh. Roll your top ribs back, lift your gaze up. Breath in, breath out. Again, avoid dumping all that weight into your forearm. Option to bind. Breath first, always. Ujjayi still. Building that heat. bandha, second maha, all three squeeze tight. Gaze up. Drishti focus. Last 2 breaths. One more. Release your bind. Inhale, 5 pointed. Exhale, forward fold, prasarita. Here for a breath. Ground that right hand or fist. Inhale, left arm high, twist. Exhale, back down. One more, watch the switch. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, pivot to the front, low lunge. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, vinyasa, always an option to skip. We'll meet in a child's pose. Knees wide. Grounding in. Coming back to your intention. Feel your breath as well. Take a couple more here. With that intention, breathe. And when you are ready, meet me in a downward facing dog. No rush. We'll flow through that. One breath to one movement. We'll add a triangle. Just watch me for that switch. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Stay, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop, feet, hips, width. Inhale, chair pose. Stay for the exhale, ground down. Inhale to stand, bind your left wrist. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, chair, twist to the left. Shift your weight left foot. Inhale, right knee high, going up one-legged mountain. Hey. Exhale, extend that right leg long. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, airplane. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, low lunge, big step back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, tight. Inhale, back to 3. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step. Warrior 2. Inhale, focus. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bind the left wrist. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, side angle. Watch the switch. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle, straight legs, arms, tick-tock. Option to shorten that stance. Breathe. Keep the length. Keep the focus, gaze up. Next, inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold, prasarita. Ground that left fist. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, pivot to the left, low lunge. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, option for vinyasa. Option to skip. We'll meet in down dog. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop, feet hips width. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stay ground tight. Inhale to stand, right wrist. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair, twist to the right. Shift weight, right foot. Inhale, one-legged, left knee high. Exhale, left leg long. Inhale, back, rebend. Exhale, airplane back. One breath in. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step. Warrior two, inhale. Exhale, ground. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bind the wrist. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, side angle, rebend. Inhale, back to reverse warrior. Exhale, Trikonasana, straight legs, arms, tick-tock, breathe. Shorten your stance if need. Keep the length axial. Gaze up, arms reach. Next, inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold. One twist. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, back to the Prasarita, forward fold. And we're chilling. Toes face in, heels shift out. You could get inverted. We're here for several breaths. Option to grab the outside edges of your feet. You could reach your arms through your legs. Another great pose for decompression. Getting your head below your heart. Couple more deep breaths. If you are inverted, easy coming down, slow. And bring your hands beneath your shoulders. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back to halfway. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Bend that left knee, right leg straight. Find an angle in that back foot that works for you. Back heel may not get all the way down, that's okay. Feel where you're holding that tension, breathe into it. Any variation with your hands, you can keep them grounded, heart center or bind. Couple more deep breaths. One more like that. And re-ground your hands. Pivot towards that bent knee. Low lunge back of your mat. One more pivot towards that bent knee into Gomukhasana, facing the side of your mat. Left knee should be on top. Make any adjustments with your hips, your sits bones. Any adjustments with your heels for left less depth in this stretch, heels can come closer to hips, or for a bit more, shins parallel to the side of your mat. For even more, you could go full pigeon fire log, or you can add some weight to that top leg, shifting forward. Just some options for you. Getting into the hips, you can let that ujjayi breath go, that audible breath, but still try to maintain a depth, breathing fully. Try to go for that 5 seconds on both ends. 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale, or even deeper. The deeper we breathe, the calmer we are. And as you breathe, feel, keeping that focus in, notice what you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally as well. Check in. We'll be here for a few more deep breaths. Slowly up to a neutral spine. Extend your left arm out at 45 degrees and bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Little neck stretch. Play with the angle. You can roll your chin down towards your chest. Send a full breath into your neck. And ground your left hand. Reach your right arm high. Inhale. Exhale, right hand over to the left side. Go for that side body stretch. Breathe. And reach. One more breath. Reach a little further. Inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, both hands outside your right hip. Slowly coming out. We'll take the 180 to Prasarita first. Find that flat back. Inhale. And exhale, Skandasana to the front. Bend that right knee, left leg straight. Evening out. Again, any adjustments, modifications, feel the difference left to right. Anything you took with your hands, heart center, bind. Here for a few. And one more deep breath. Reground your hands, pivoting towards that bent knee, low lunge, front of your mat. One more pivot towards that bent knee for that full 360 Gomukhasana, right knee on top this time. Again, any adjustments you need to get settled here? Dropping in. let go of any clenching here in your hips or glutes, IT band, anywhere where you're feeling tension. Try your best to avoid clenching there. Remember to breathe, aiming for that 5-second depth or deeper. And you can send your breath, you can send that prana towards the tension, right to your hips. Take a couple more with that intention. Last full breath. And then gently up to a neutral spine. Extend your right arm out at that 45 degrees. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Evening out the neck. Play with the angle if you'd like. To a neutral spine, ground that right hand, reach your left arm high, inhale, reach, exhale, left hand over to the right for that side body stretch, just a couple breaths, reaching a little further on the exhale, last one like that, inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both hands outside your left hip, coming out, 180 to Prasarita. Take your time and drop to your knees, setting up frog pose. Hey, option to fold the outside edges of your mat in for some extra padding. Get your knees as wide as they go. Make sure you have room, because coming out of this we'll crawl onto our bellies. And once you're all set in your knees, get them as wide as they can go, well into that discomfort range. Settle down, lower down to your forearm. Dropping in, let go of the clenching. And surrendering to gravity. If you would like to add some depth, you can gently shift your hips back towards your heels. Just gentle, a centimeter at a time. Try to match your exhales, riding each exhale a little bit deeper. It could even be a millimeter at a time. Settle and breathe. few more. Thank yourself for showing up today and throughout the challenge. And tapping into those cumulative effects of keeping a consistent practice. Yeah, you. And take one more breath. When you're ready, slowly shifting forward, crawling onto your belly. Lift your feet into the air. Keep that width in your knees. When you get to your belly, allow your feet to touch and use your hands as a little pillow for your chin or temple or cheek. Tuck your tail and push your hips into the earth. And gently shift your knees closer to touch. And windshield wiper your feet side to side. Rolling all the way over your quads. Make sure to get the full range of motion. Take them slow. Good stretch for the lower back, lumbar spine. Couple more. And when you feel nice and even, we'll meet on our backs. However you want to transition. Let's get a front side opener. Bridge pose, round one. When you're ready, feet flat, knees bent, hips high. Option to go palms down, or you can interlace hands, stacking your shoulders closer to touch. Working our front side one more time. Push down through your feet, hips a little higher. Squeeze glutes, thighs tight. One more breath. And release down. Knees cave into touch. Nice counter for that frog. Take a breath. And a few options here. You could be bridge. It could be full wheel. You could just stay here in this reverse Supta Baddha. Heel till your feet out a little bit wider. One hand over belly, one hand over heart. But if you want one more bend, one more front side expansion, you could take bridge or wheel. Take them on your own breath. Remember to breathe. And stay as long as you'd like. Channeling full presence wherever you are. Only this pose right now. Just your breath here now. And we'll all meet back in that reverse Supta Baddha. Knees into touch. Checking in with your heart space. Feel your breath. Finish with a supine twist. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and release your left leg long. Right knee, give it a squeeze tight towards your armpit. Squeeze. And take your twist when you're ready. Right knee across your body. Scooch the hips or shoulders how you need to get comfortable. Toning the spine. Balancing the nervous system. Breathe into your spine as you soften hips, glutes, core. Let the whole spine go all the way to the top. And relax your chest. Soften your throat. Relax your jaw. Eyes heavy. And the whole face relaxed. The whole body calm. Just your breath. A few more. Gently coming out of the twist when you're ready. Slow. Pull your knees back into your chest. Squeeze, hug tight. And switch it right leg long. Left knee squeeze tight. A little tighter. And take your twist. Any adjustments, modifications, all good. And once you're settled, find your breath. Your hips, your glutes. Soften. Disengage your core and the whole spine. Relax your throat and jaw. Opening up. Third eye, crown. Couple more deep breaths. When you're ready, slowly into your chest for our final squeeze. Tight, tight. Flex your feet, forehead to knees, squeeze. And release. Shavasana. And make any last adjustments you need to get comfortable. Our final pose. Finding complete stillness. Integrating together. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Small movement into your toes and fingertips. Gently rock your head side to side. When you're ready, full body stretch like you just got out of bed. Point your toes, reach. And rolling right side, fetal pose. Back to your intention now. Mentally repeat it one more time. When you're ready, slowly up. Sukhasana, comfortable seat. Hands to heart center. Full breath in together. Open mouth, exhale. One more like that, fully in. Empty out. Hands to third eye, clear thoughts. Hands over mouth, loving communication. Hands over heart, pure intention always. Back to third eye. We bow. Namaste. Thanks again for joining this 8-day challenge. Share the love. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.